All right, Tank Bowl. And man, was it a Tank Bowl? Was it ever a Tank? Chicago had
Exciting game.
victory in their grasp, 28-7, and the Broncos end up coming back to win it. Justin Fields just totally collapsed on himself. The coaching is horrible. Things are not good in Chicago right now. I have a couple of buddies that I work with that are Chicago fans, and like they're at the point they're like, hey man, if we don't win this game, it's Caleb Williams season. I don't care. Like, get rid of Fields. It's time to go. Like, we're done. Like,
Well, I
we've had
think
enough.
that was what they were thinking, John, because the decision in a tie game in comfortable field goal range, 4th and 1, you decide to run probably the worst 4th down call there is. You go to shotgun, you hand the ball off straight down the middle. Terrible play call. That was a tank decision if I've ever seen one. They come back. I think they were up 21-0, weren't they? And blew it.
28-7, I think
20,
was the biggest lead. Yeah. So same differential.
Same differential.
Obviously.
Can we show the Bears graphic that I sent you on Twitter of teams that have won a game since Elon Musk bought Twitter? Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, the graphic, I mean, you have to literally squint to see some of the teams. That's how many teams are on there that have won a game.
It's every game in every professional
20,
league, basically.
Yeah, October 2022 was when this deal was finalized with Twitter and Elon Musk buying it. And the only team that I'm seeing on this graphic is the Bears that have not won a game, a singular game, since October 2020. We're coming up on a full year since they've won a game.
Yeah, I think it's like next week or something. It's like 350 something days. So brutal reality if you're a Bears fan right now. I'm sorry about it. Then you got the Commanders, who gave the Eagles a lot of trouble last year. They broke their undefeated streak in what, if I'm remembering correctly, was an overtime.
Week 8. No, it was a blowout. They won by like
double digits. No. It was a one-score game. It was close. Eagles were trying to come back, and then they had a late hit on Heineke, and that basically put it away. I can't remember exactly how that worked.
I think it was like more. I think they won by like more than 10.
Really? Huh. Maybe I'm the one.
We can have Drew fact check. Drew, while we're talking about the rest of this game. The Eagles are good. They're still right up there in the top of the league, but they've been shaky in some games, and they have shown they're not as dominant as they were last year. That's for sure. And
they're squeaking by in a couple one-score games, man. And
Washington is a tough team. Washington's a tough team. They will not go away. They do not roll over. The throw at the end of the game from Sam Howell on the last play to force overtime was unbelievable. Total onions throw. And then you go into overtime and you lose at Philly. I don't know. I think that the Commanders, what I took away from this game is the Commanders are not nearly as bad as people were saying they were going to be, which actually, John, you were saying they might be a little bit better. And I think Philly has crept down on that NFC list where I'd say Philly is closer to Detroit than they are to San Francisco in terms of the NFC.
All right, we have another kind of tanky game, but not really, because the Commanders are playing a little bit better than anyone expected them to. We got Bears at Washington -6, Thursday night football game. I feel good about Washington, not only to win, but probably to cover as well.
Yeah, I agree. The Bears want to lose games at this point. Like you said, you've reached the point of there is no reason not to tank. You want the first and second pick. There's no reason to try to win football games anymore. It's over. The Bears are dead. Washington will cover. Oh, right off the rip, John's putting him in the best bets.
I like it.
Is that because you like Washington, or is that because you really, really just cannot see the Bears winning again?
I think Washington at home with at least a little bit of something to be hyped about right now. You have the ability to beat a bad team, to have a winning record. I like that, right? That's a decent narrative that might kind of get the boys to play some football. So that's kind of where I'm at with it.